Are you standing at a crossroads, feeling the weight of the world, unsure of your next step? Just like Arjuna, the mighty warrior, we all face moments where our inner compass spins wildly. This ancient wisdom holds the key to navigating your deepest doubts and awakening the spiritual warrior within. The battlefield had fallen silent, not because the conches weren't blowing, but because a warrior had collapsed inside himself. Arjuna, once a symbol of unwavering strength, was now slumped in his chariot. His hands trembled, his vision blurred, and his soul felt utterly confused. This profound moment of despair is a mirror for our own lives. We often find ourselves paralyzed by fear, doubt, or the perceived consequences of our actions. Like Arjuna, we might feel torn between duty and emotion, between what is expected and what feels right. This internal conflict is the true battlefield for every spiritual seeker. And Krishna, the divine charioteer, simply looked at him. He saw not a weak man, but a soul torn between duty and emotion, between fear and dharma. Krishna's gaze penetrated the superficial layers of Arjuna's distress, seeing the deeper, spiritual crisis unfolding. He understood that true strength lies not in avoiding pain, but in understanding its transient nature. This divine perspective reminds us that our struggles are often opportunities for profound spiritual growth. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, often presents us with challenges to help us discover our true, eternal nature. It's a call to look beyond the immediate pain and perceive the deeper lesson. Then Krishna finally spoke. Arjuna, where has this weakness come from? This does not suit a warrior. Get up, this cowardice will only bring you dishonor. Arjuna was stunned. He expected comfort, a gentle hand, but Krishna gave him truth. This directness, though jarring, was precisely what Arjuna needed to shake him from his self-pity. For spiritual seekers, truth can often be uncomfortable. It challenges our preconceived notions and forces us to confront our deepest fears. Yet it is in embracing these uncomfortable truths that genuine transformation begins. The path to spiritual awakening is rarely paved with ease, but with profound, sometimes challenging insights. Still broken, Arjuna replied, How can I kill Bhishma, my grandfather, or Drona, my teacher? I'd rather surrender, become a beggar, than win a kingdom built on their blood. He turned toward Krishna. My heart is confused. I do not know what is right anymore. I am your disciple now. Please guide me. This moment of complete surrender is pivotal. It was here, in this moment of surrender, that the Gita truly begins. Arjuna, despite his warrior prowess, humbled himself before the divine. This act of surrender is a crucial step for any spiritual seeker. It signifies a willingness to set aside ego and open oneself to higher wisdom, acknowledging that we don't have all the answers. Krishna's eyes softened, but his words held the weight of galaxies. You grieve for those who don't deserve your grief. The wise do not mourn the living or the dead. He began to awaken Arjuna, not just as a warrior, but as a soul on the edge of spiritual awakening. This profound statement cuts through the illusion of loss. Krishna was not dismissing Arjuna's emotions, but rather inviting him to a higher understanding of existence. He was guiding him to see beyond the temporary physical form to the eternal essence. This teaching is a cornerstone for spiritual seekers, offering solace and perspective in the face of life's inevitable changes. Krishna continued, There never was a time when you, I, or these kings did not exist, nor will there be a time when we cease to be. This was no ordinary teaching. It was the whisper of truth, the kind that frees you from fear. He revealed the timeless nature of the soul, the Atman, which is beyond the cycles of birth and death. The body dies, but the soul is eternal. Weapons cannot cut it, fire cannot burn it, Water cannot wet it. Wind cannot dry it. This powerful imagery paints a vivid picture of the soul's indestructibility. For spiritual seekers, this truth is liberating, dissolving the fear of death and emphasizing the continuity of consciousness. It shifts our focus from the perishable to the everlasting. Krishna was not asking Arjuna to suppress his emotions. He was asking him to look beyond them. Just as a person discards old clothes for new ones, the soul leaves one body and takes another. This analogy beautifully illustrates the soul's journey through various physical forms. It normalizes the process of death as a natural transition, not an end. Birth is certain for the born, death is certain for the living. So why worry about what is destined? It wasn't cold logic. It was a call to rise above the temporary. This wisdom encourages us to detach from the fleeting nature of the material world. It invites spiritual seekers to find peace in the acceptance of life's inherent impermanence, focusing instead on the eternal. Arjuna listened. Something shifted inside him. The battlefield was still full of noise, but now there was a small silence within him. It wasn't peace yet, but it was the beginning. This internal shift is the first sign of spiritual awakening. It's the moment when the external chaos begins to lose its power over our inner state. Krishna's voice flowed like a river. You speak like a wise man, but you weep like a child. Know this, the soul is untouched by death, so why let your dharma be buried under fear? He gently but firmly reminded Arjuna of his true nature and his sacred duty. This profound guidance helps us align with our higher purpose. This body will perish, Arjuna, but you are not just this body. You are the eternal soul, and that soul must rise. This is the ultimate message for every spiritual seeker. It's a powerful affirmation of our divine essence, urging us to transcend our limited self-perception and embrace our boundless potential. This section of the Gita is a wake-up call for every spiritual seeker. It tells us, pain is real, but the soul is deeper than pain. Fear is natural, but purpose must rise above fear. Mourning is human, but wisdom is eternal. These truths are not just ancient philosophy, they are practical tools for navigating modern life. When Krishna says, "You grieve for those who don't need your grief," he is not dismissing emotion. He is redirecting it toward truth, toward action, toward clarity. He teaches us to acknowledge our feelings, but not to be consumed by them. Instead, we are encouraged to use our challenges as stepping stones to deeper spiritual understanding. This wisdom empowers us to face life's inevitable losses and changes with equanimity. It reminds us that our true identity lies beyond the physical and the temporary. By internalizing these teachings, we can cultivate an inner resilience that allows us to remain centered amidst life's storms. You are not this body. You are the soul, eternal, pure, unbreakable. What dies was never truly you. This profound realization is the essence of spiritual liberation. It is the understanding that frees us from the shackles of fear, attachment, and sorrow. And so, on the blood-soaked sands of Kurukshetra, a warrior was reborn. Not with arrows, but with awareness. This was just the beginning of Arjuna's journey, and it is the beginning of yours too. Embrace this timeless wisdom. If this message resonated with your soul, like this video, share it with fellow seekers, and subscribe to our channel for more profound insights. Let us know in the comments below. What spiritual truth helps you overcome your deepest fears? Your journey of awakening continues.